Oh. Morning. Morning. Be in paradise.
Morning, everyone. It's 6 o'clock, and we just got up. So in our bedroom here, we got a clock on the wall. Tells us what time it is. We get a view out in the morning. And that's Serafina, friends of ours. We had dinner with them last night here in Muskoka. It was really great. So that's morning. And we have fans. I had one running last night. Nope, Laurie had hers going too. I didn't realize that. Yeah, so it's nice we have a view from our bed when we wake up in the morning. Laurie's in the washroom. And normally what happens now is I stay in bed for a bit. And Laurie gets on her homie and goes in for a run.
Heading off my run. This is a little complex, Greenville complex, just past the Club Med.
So after morning coffee, I just go around the boat and look to see how I left it last night. We had a dinner party on board, and it was a lot of fun. Laurie's still running. She's usually an hour and a half or so. Yesterday when we motored over here, we had no wind, so we motored. And our plans today are to go for a scuba dive off of the tip of that island right there. Yeah, right around there. And I've got the buoyancy compensators here ready to go. No tanks on them yet. It's my air compressor for filling the tanks when we get back. There's a lot of bird crap and stuff on the boat. It was like that when we left. I didn't clean it. The solar panels are starting to do their thing. I just checked. I'm putting in 30 amps right now into the battery bank. So that's as much as it'll handle. So we're just at sunrise. I don't know, 7 o'clock I think. 7:22. So the day is starting. I don't have any boat chores to do. I did have an electrical problem yesterday, or 2 days ago, and my cord that connects to my boat melted down. That's where it plugs, shore power plugs in. So I'll have to deal with that when I get back. Good news is the boat didn't burn down like a guy I know in Sydney lost a Lagoon 400. Well, I didn't lose it, but 80,000 something dollars damage. That whole corner of the boat burnt. So we're thankful for that. Dishes aren't done from last night. They'll get done when we get time to do them. And later today we'll be editing probably. So there's our editing. And for now it's coffee and waiting for Laurie. Yeah, we'd like to probably get out there earlier than later because the wind comes up. I don't know if you can see this on the, but that is heading north. So the winds come down through here and there's a break wall right there, natural. So we can sit in here, get all the breeze, and be cool. And a heron just went by. And yeah, it's beautiful in here. And our friends we had dinner with, their boat's right there. That's Serafina. And yeah, morning. So Laurie's back. Laurie's back from her run. She came in on her Hobie. And our dinghy had needed air in the tubes, so I put air in the tubes and I didn't film it. But now I'm hot and sweaty, so I'm going for a swim. You going for a swim?
Yeah.
So this is the milk that we use. It's the UHT stuff that doesn't need to be refrigerated. I use it by a gallon. And this is an empty one. And people are wondering what we do with our garbage. We have a garbage can right here with garbage. And when we get a jug like this, it takes up a lot of space. This used to be our recycling bin right here. Laurie's throwing in something. I'm not sure what that was.
Yogurt.
And but they haven't quite caught on to the concept of recycling here.
they haven't caught on to the concept of throwing garbage into a garbage container here either. So it's everything goes to a dump, which is really sad. Well, they'll get there sooner or later. Everybody does, I hope. Okay, we are filming a day in the life, and all the trials and tribulations, unedited, well, edited, but not scripted. That's it, unscripted. And it's just whatever we do, we're taking a camera with us. So we have GoPros, and we have a GoPro Session, which is another type of GoPro. The massive downside of a GoPro Session is that you cannot interchange batteries, so you have to recharge it every time it goes dead, and it's already gone dead. So as cool as it is for underwater and all that stuff, it's useless as something that you want to be filming with a lot, because when the battery dies, you're done. So if you're thinking about buying a GoPro, buy the Hero 6, the new one, and Session. You can change the batteries on the Hero cameras. Okay, I'm gonna go down and see how our Session is doing. So I have a charging station down here, and here's our Hero Session charging, and it's not charged. And here's my charging station for my Hero batteries, and you can see they're being charged up there. And this is my charging for my Mavic Pro drone, and all the other chargers are, actually all the other chargers are stored right here where it says charging, because you need to find stuff when you need it. So remember I told you about the dishes. Here's the dishes being done.
3 sinks are great.
How many sinks?
3! Uno, dos, tres.
When you're in Mexico, it's unos, dos, tres, and it's 1, 2, 3. Anyway, dishes. We're gonna do dishes before we go scuba diving. That's where we're going next. We're about to depart for our scuba. So I got the boat all set up. You can see I got, these are Laurie's tanks. No, these are my tanks. Laurie's are back here. Laurie's up there getting ready to go. Just gotta go get her. Okay. So we're gonna put this over our, gonna put a towel over our legs for sun. And we're gonna find out if a 20 horsepower is gonna be able to get us all going. I have 2 propellers, one for hauling a lot of weight and one for going fast. And we got the going fast one on right now, so we'll see. Here we go. What do you think?
I think it should be fun.
No problem. So we've arrived at our dive destination, which is that rock in the middle of the ocean. And Muskoka is way back there, about 2 miles, mile and a half,
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
And we're going to dive off of this rock face right here in the middle of the ocean. So first job is to
Anchor.
get the boat anchored, and I'm not sure how deep it is. That's my little anchor for the dinghy. I can't see bottom. So we'll have to see how deep it is.
How much
Down she goes. Wow.
Hi, we tried anchoring by the rock, and the current seemed really strong. one side the anchor wouldn't touch, and the other side it just seemed like we were being pulled all over the place. So now we're in a very protected alcove in the end of the second island here in Algodones Bay, and it looks like a really neat place. Unfortunately, a lot of pelicans left when we came in, so this probably means there's fish though. Beautiful spot.
We got frigate birds flying around.
Yeah.
The season's changing.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't had frigates for a long time.
Yeah.
Now we got frigates again. Mm-hmm. So we are, that's the rock that we were at, and now we're just come over to the bay here. Laurie and I are both inexperienced divers, and there was probably a 4 or 5 knot current there. It was pulling on the dinghy, and
we don't need that.
We don't need that. I don't know if we ever need that. There's a bunch of frigates, and what's the other predatory bird that we got up there?
Osprey?
Osprey, yeah. Ospreys are kind of like chickens down here.
There's lots of them.
You know, everybody goes in Canada, go, Osprey, beautiful, beautiful. Well, they're on every single, well, you can see, I don't know if you can see the nest. You can tell the nests because they're all made of plastic and rope.
Oh, yeah.
And very often you see ospreys flying with 10 feet of rope, and they make nests out of it. So that they transport the garbage from the ocean up to the hill. The advantages of having a small dinghy, you can pull it up on the beach. The disadvantages, pretty hard to scuba out of. We got Laurie sitting on the side of the pontoon, ready to go. Yeah, there's ropes down there, you should be away from them. So we think she's just going to back roll right in. And you're okay with that?
I'm okay with that as long as I'm not going into anything.
Okay, I think you're good.
Okay, here I go. Woohoo! Okay, I'm good.
She's launched.
I've launched. Oh, I forgot my weight belt.
You did? You always forget something. I don't know how we're going to do this.
This is going to be interesting.
We successfully did our dive. We didn't take cameras down because that was just one more thing we needed to.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did 40 feet. We were in the water for about 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Visibility was really crappy, but that wasn't the point. The point was just to get some bottom time and see what it was like to logistically do this out of the dinghy. It's not great, but it's doable. And that's it for our morning scuba dive. So we got to now the commute back to the boat. Never did like commuting. Actually, I like commuting now though.
It's pretty short.
So what do you think, Laura?
I think that was fantastic. Complete success.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Was all good?
All good.
Okay. What you doing out there? She's got a few things in the dinghy. So when we finish a dive, we've got shirts on and stuff to stop from sun and stuff like that. And then, of course, it's in salt water. We hose ourselves off. And then I have a bucket of, this is the saltwater clothes. So that's a bucket of fresh water that I bring from the marina when we go out, and I rinse our clothes in it for the next couple of days. Get the salt out of them. And desalts them, and then I'll wring them out and hang them up to dry. And we have like 3 sets. One that's already dry down in the bedroom, another set that's up hanging already, and then this set will be soaking wet, and we'll cycle through the day, and we don't end up with any laundry because we're in bathing suits and sunscreen shirts of sorts. Anyway, that's how we manage it. Laurie's trying to get back. She didn't fall. Diving gear still in the boat. So we're back in the boat, and Laurie's just rinsed off. We get rinsed off with salt water, and it's 9:47. So before 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, before 10 o'clock in the morning, we've had our dive already. Now I'm going to leave the gear in the boat for a bit, and we got desalted. We're gonna have a little shower and cool down, get a drink, and then I'll start working on the stuff. And yeah, so it's still morning. So Laurie's looking for a pump for the Hobie, or for the SUP. Automatic shut off, gets to 3,000 pounds and it stops. That's our Bauer Jr. $12:32. Just finished lunch. I did. Laura hasn't eaten yet. What are you doing, Laura?
I'm answering a comment on YouTube.
We ended up getting some Wi-Fi from, we think from that hotel condominium complex there, via our Wi-Fi booster. The Wi-Fi booster has given us access to 20 or so channels. And the Wi-Fi booster is located right there. Now I have a, and then it goes up to this modem, and that's what we're, so this is our tap to the, and I also have, I have these three switches. These three switches here allow me to turn off the subwoofer to the stereo, my AIS if I want to go incognito, and I can turn off my Wi-Fi booster. So we actually have free Wi-Fi going on today right now, which is kind of nice.
You did?
Laurie found it. She spent, how long did you spend?
Oh, about half an hour. I found it last time, but I had to go through and forgot which one it was.
Yeah. We were here months ago when we had internet, so anyway, we got it back. There's the Soggy Peso restaurant right there. Right there. And the wind has picked up, my friends. It's not even 1 o'clock yet, and it's howling out there. So have a looky-loo. I don't know if you can hear me, but so that reef in front of us is now breaking the waves coming off of the Sea of Cortez. So big waves out there, little waves here. And it's nice and cool. Well, it's very hot, but we've got a wind now, right? So it's like Mother Nature's air conditioning. Okay, I'm checking. It's 1 o'clock. So now we're changing filters on the water maker at 1 o'clock. We're here making water, and my water maker started to produce a little bit of water, not a lot of water. So let's just go look at my water maker. So the water maker stuff starts by getting some salt water. So this is a through hull that the salt water comes through, and then it goes up to a T-fitting here. This is my hose to the water maker. This hose over here goes to the toilet. So I used a toilet through hull to supply my water maker. What I added was this through this is a check valve, and then this is a C strainer. This is a T fitting. This is for my freshwater flush, and this is for my saltwater intake into the water maker. So that was something that I added, I modified from the factory. The factory one just wasn't doing it. And I also store my rebuild kit for my Clark pump on the Spectra there. It's an expensive little unit, but it works really well. Hopefully I'll never use it. So that's how I get water in. And that through hull is just in the hallway here. And in the hallway going into my workshop. So from there, I go from the C strainer, I go to, I got to get a screwdriver. Screwdriver's not there. Ah, screwdriver right there. So behind this shelf here, this hose comes from the C strainer. Then I go through, it says 20 micron here, but there's actually a 30 micron filter there. That 30 micron filter I just changed. And there it is. Pretty gross. And the reason it's gross is because the clarity of the water here right now is very poor. We're not 100% sure, but there's stuff going on. So I'm taking this dirty filter out. And I'm going to get rid of it. Doesn't mean I'm going to get rid of it. What it means is I'm going to clean it. Now, from that filter that you just saw me take out, or saw the dirty one, I go from a 30 to a 5 micron beside the water maker, and that's where we're going now. And I got to get some sunglasses. Yep, here they are. Okay. So I don't know if you can hear me, but it's windy. Okay, so this one here, this filter housing here, is 5 micron. So I'm going to take it out and change it, and that's the Spectra. So that's what we're doing now. Okay, it's finished the water maker, and now we're going to put away the air compressor. It's 1:22. Our day's just humping along here. So I've got Laurie, she's got gloves on, and she's going to go out and she's going to lift the air compressor. You can see it through the window there. That's the air compressor for our dive tanks, and she's going to put it.
Yeah, right.
That's where we store our air compressor. I'll give you some perspective. This is the back of the boat, helm station, blah blah blah, seat underneath the, and that's where that goes. Mission accomplished.
Yay. It's a heavy sucker.
So there's our Junior in its home. And now I got to put all that crap back in as well. I'm just smiling because...
Why?
Just because...
We did it!
It's only 1:40, a day in the life of the people who live on Muskoka. I just wanted to show you here now, I've got my water maker, instead of making 6 gallons now, is making 13.1. So the filter change did work. It'll probably climb up a little bit more than 13. It'll probably go to 14. Might even get to 15. And the reason is there's still air in the system from when I changed the filters out, and it's got to let the air come out. I'll go through this just a little bit with you. So this little green light here indicates that the water is good. It's a salinity switch. If it turns, if the salinity gets too high, it will go over to here and say reject. So right now it's displaying gallons per hour, and I push down here, that's telling me my salinity, 176 parts per million. My feed water pressure is 83. My filters are good. You can see it's not quite ready to be changed out yet. That's how many hours I have on my water maker. That's how many hours I have left of producing water. To increase the amount of water or hours, I just push this button. It'll go to, watch, it'll go to 333. So every time you push that button, you get an extra hour of water production. And then back to gallons per hour, 13.1. See how it climbed? We're already at 13.1. It'll probably get to 14. I doubt 15. And can you hear it running? No. It's pretty quiet. We've heard water makers that are gross, like you can't even be on the boat. The Catalina from Spectra is, for all intents and purposes, silent, right, Laura?
It is. Don't even know if it's on.
Yeah. It's kind of like our washing machine. It's kind of like the water maker. Very quiet. Okay. I see the guy getting ready to kite surf. There's 2 of them now. We might have some action. We just got back from a retrieval. Laurie's Hobie, which is now safely tied behind the boat, ended up way down there, and we went down and retrieved it.
Yes, we did. 2 kind Canadians were helping us out. One's Diane, and I didn't even get the other one's name. They're from Kelowna and anyway, 2 places in BC, and they were retrieving it for us. Apparently it had been gone for half an hour.
Yeah, we lost the boat, so another day in the life. So now I'm going out to videotape some kite surfers for you. Right beside Muskoka. Wow, they're flying all over the place. It's awesome. Anyway, we're back on the boat, and we gotta find out what time it is. It is 3:55.
Oh, not even 4 yet.
Not even 4 o'clock. We got all the stuff back. We did some watching the kite surfers. Laurie's promised she's never going to tie the boat like that again, even though she's done this a couple of times.
Well, I tied it for so long, just the one way, and never had any problems.
It got windier.
Yes.
Anyway, crisis averted.
Yes.
Okay.
Crisis helped.
So we'll see what next hour brings. Hope you're enjoying this. This is just a regular day. It's funny, when we just tied up the dinghy, like 1 minute ago, we had about 100 fish just fly through the air. Yeah. I don't know what they were, where they're coming, never seen them before, but you never know what you're gonna get in the Sea of Cortez. Okay, we'll be back. You bet you'll be back. We'll be 41. Sun's starting to go down, and trying to find glasses again. I probably spend most of my time in the day looking for glasses. There we go. There comes a power boat. So you just have a look at this. Can we come any closer? I guess they're having fun. It's a charter boat. So we're getting ready for dinner. We're gonna go to a restaurant right over there beside the Soggy Peso. It's closed. And we're gonna convert this into spaghetti. And we're gonna do that real soon, aren't we, Laurie?
Yes, we will be.
Yes, we will be.
As soon as it defrosts.
It's defrosted.
Is it defrosted already?
It is.
Well, then it'll be very
Anyway, we're probably going to have a beautiful sunset. They're still out there kiting. The wind has dropped, so we're going to have a reasonable night. That's good. And tomorrow morning, bright and early, we get up and we're going to take the boat back to the marina. I got some work to do in fixing that electrical stuff. And yeah, it's all good. Okay, 5:56. Getting later still. And we do have spaghetti on the go. Sun still hasn't quite gone down, but it's getting pretty darn close. Okay folks, dinner's almost ready. It's 6:12, but the interesting part is we got a moon coming up right over that in cloud cover, which is very strange for around here. Okay. $6:21.
Cheers.
It's dinner time. Cheers.
Another great Wednesday.
Another Wednesday in August. September? October.
Come on.
It's 2017, that I know.
That's good.
Thank you. Hope your day was as good as ours.
Yeah, we had a great day.
Yeah, so we've been at this for...
Since June 21st, 2016.
So a year
July,
and 4
August,
months.
June, July, August, September. Yeah, a year and 4 months.
16 months.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And this is just every day this goes on. For a year and a half.
No wonder we love it.
The monotony is killing me.
Yeah, right. You wouldn't want any other lifestyle.
So it is 6:22 and the day's not done yet. We're just having dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Because we do stuff at night. Not fast. We do that. We do movie night.
Yes, we do.
On a regular basis.
Woohoo!
And we're going to go get some movies from another boating guy. He's got a bunch of movies to give us, so that'll be awesome.
That'll be great.
Yeah. Anyway, dinner.
Okay.
6:41. It's all dark out. Nice moon tonight. Isn't that beautiful? And Laurie's doing dishes.
That's because Scott made the meal.
I made the meal.
Yes, you did.
So now what we got to do is we got to put away, sorry about that, we got to put away stuff from our day. So we're going to clean up all the scuba stuff. We're not going to be scuba diving until we get back from the canyon called the Copper Canyon, which is a canyon in Mexico that's 4 times bigger than the Grand Canyon. Is that right, Laurie?
Yeah, that's right.
4 times bigger than the Grand Canyon. So, who knew? But we're going there on Monday, and today is, oh shit.
Wednesday.
Wednesday in October. Anyway, clean up. It's about 7 o'clock, and we just put the boat, what we call putting the boat to bed. So we tie down all the sails and make sure everything's off of the trampoline that doesn't need to be there overnight. Basically what you're worried about is you want to have this boat ready to sail by just pulling up the anchor, and we can get out of here with motors. So everything that needed to be put away is put away, and that includes everything out here. I can leave that on deck, leave that on deck. All this stuff can stay. The dinghy's up. Now I run the dinghy during the day, and then when I'm finished with the dinghy, I put it to bed. I lift it up every single night. Nobody will steal it that way, or if they do, they've got to make a lot of noise, and I can find them. My Hobie's away, and Laurie's Hobie is tied down. Sail bag's away, and woo! That's very late. We're ready to go to bed if we want to, but we're gonna watch a movie.
So we're watching Center Stage tonight. The dance movie. No popcorn tonight. Sometimes we have popcorn.